Do you remember the good old days when all you had to worry about was getting your homework done and getting home before curfew, before you had to worry about jobs, projects, working, when you could long for a summer vacation and a winter break? Well, this is the podcast for when you realize that life can be hard. Hold on one moment.
Finally, he's gone. Last thing I need to hear is him plugging another podcast. Come take a listen to my show, Adulting Ain't Easy, every other Wednesday on the Journey into Comics Network.
The following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
This is a tasty burger.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
Is butter a carb? Will you stop eating?
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups. Candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
And we are back to the Foodies Watching Movie, Season 2, Episode 24 finale, Part 2, officially here. Part 1 was very exciting. AP, who was a part of Part 1, was the chosen one who is not here anymore. In the
AP had to dip.
In the short time between recording these 2 episodes, he had to take off. So we are without AP. I will be reading on his behalf. Today, joining me, as always, Miss Veronica. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're back, as always.
I didn't go far.
You didn't go anywhere at all. Lauren, welcome back as well.
Hi.
And Jesse, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Still great?
I'm in a different chair. I'm in AP's chair now.
Yeah, he's got the captain's chair.
You've taken over APC. Now, this is going to be a little more interesting because we are possibly looking at a lot of like tiebreakery things in this round.
We're going to have to use AP as like a wild card. Well, we'll just have to...
We'll look at his bracket, and if like his decision on his bracket would be like an integral play
a decision maker.
Moment,
yeah. If it's going to affect the thing, we'll utilize it. Okay.
Good idea. And we can say what he picked anyway.
So, in the first episode you guys were listening to, we got the bracket on the left side down to Aliens versus The Breakfast Club, a 1 seed versus a 4 seed. Obviously,
I feel like that was an obvious inevitability.
Choice,
Don't you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. It made sense. It was interesting because actually Breakfast Club almost got beat out real early. I think Gremlins almost took it.
I switched it. I made the determining decision because I looked at my bracket and Breakfast Club went pretty far in mine,
Yeah. So we've already discussed that one, and we've got that broken down. Breakfast Club is who we're going to see, who we're going to go up against now. We're going to start all the way in the top right here on our brackets, folks. And using our low seed, high seed from the first episode, where low seed is the lower rated, high seed is the higher rated. We're going to throw them down on the 3, 2, 1 once we discuss it. Here we go. For the very first one, we're doing Back to the Future.
One of your favorites.
One of my all-time favorites. Versus Short Circuit, another great.
Which I think that was my addition to the
Yes,
whole
it was.
That
it
was your
one of your picks.
contribution.
And I love that movie. Johnny Number 5. Come on.
Right. It's just a feel-good
Absolutely.
80s.
And then they fucked it up with the sequel.
Actually, I like Short Circuit too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it resonated with me.
Like you got a girlfriend, I think.
Yeah. But I don't know if, like I said, I'm just not sure if that movie. Anyways, okay. So on the 3, 2, 1, what's winning, you guys? Back to the Future or Short Circuit?
Back to the Future.
It's 3-1. Jesse holding true.
I mean, I was just saying.
Short
Praising its glories.
But AP would have also picked BTTF.
So that's a unanimous, nearly. I'll switch.
Unanimous.
I'll even concede because Back to the Future Part 1 is great.
It is great.
Classic movie. All right. V, do you want to take the next one?
Sure, we've got Field of Dreams versus The Never-Ending Story.
Damn. What's the seating there?
Let's see.
An 8 versus a 9.
Field of Dreams is an 8 versus Never-Ending Story, which is a 9.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Is that all?
It's
high seed, high seed, high seed, low seed.
And AP with Field of Dreams, high seed.
I'll let you guys have it.
Okay. So Field of Dreams is...
Is that the one with Dennis...
Kevin Costner.
It's Kevin Costner, Ray Liotta, James Earl Jones.
That's a great movie. That is an awesome baseball movie.
And it hits you every time.
If you build it, they will come.
Yep.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Field of Dreams. Seriously.
Whoa.
I wanted to pick Neverending Story, but I was just going to keep it going because I knew Field of Dreams was going to win out. Because it's definitely a quintessential ultimate 80s movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, The Neverending Story is fantastic. I loved it. It was so scary as a kid, and it still holds up as an adult. Like, it's magical.
I always felt so bad when his horse got
Oh, my
eaten by
God.
Atreyu.
Yeah, Artex went down in the tar pit thingy. That was awful. Which is why Field of Dreams is the superior movie in this case. Specifically for that one scene where the horse eats it.
Yeah, it was a terrible scene. But then when you're riding on the back of the furry dragon, Valcor, then it like balances itself out.
Lauren,
well, at the end of the movie when Artex is back, spoilers.
Yeah. Who hasn't seen that?
Yeah, 30 years ago. Spoilers.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus 16 Candles, which didn't we say earlier that 16 Candles wasn't on this list?
AP didn't think it was, but he misread. I showed him where it was at. Because that is, like, I like 16 Candles better than The Breakfast Club.
Oh,
it's so funny and so quotable and so weird. It's my favorite Molly Ringwald movie.
This is a really tough bracket.
I told you,
so
this
goofy.
is the harder side for sure. This is definitely the harder side.
I mean, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is... it's like the ultimate 80s movie when you think about it.
It makes it pretty far.
For that reason, I'm going to go with 16 Candles.
I'm throwing down the high seeds. On the high seas. And AP, it's been 4-1 across the board every time so far. So it's pretty decisive here on this side. I think it's interesting because Ferris Bueller is just a phenomenal story and cleverly done. It really launches Matthew Broderick into the star sphere after that. He went on to do so many different things from TV to movies and whatnot. So Ferris Bueller moves on. Who wants the next one?
I got it.
All right, Jesse, take it all, man.
It's a good one for you.
All right. We're starting with the high seed's Blues Brothers, and the low seed is E.T. Which neither one of those... Or no, I think Blues Brothers was on my original. But E.T. wasn't.
Yeah. I think Blues Brothers was on my list, too.
E.T., we need to talk about this before we go further, before we vote on this. This actually was, at one point, Pretty Woman. But we learned Pretty Woman is a movie from 1990. For some reason, when I was doing all of the research, I did not see that. I missed it, and it was a flaw. We fixed it because I also missed that Lauren had E.T. on her list at all, so I just swapped them.
Oh, perfect. It worked out.
It was a perfect plug-in. It worked out well. And they were actually similarly rated.
All right, what was high and low?
The Blues Brothers is a 9. And
high?
Is it a 9?
I don't know.
4.
No, 4. And then E.T. is a 13.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Ready?
Let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Plop, plop. And E.T. takes it across the board. V, what's your thoughts on Blues Brothers here?
I love Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. I mean, they were on a mission from God.
We're on a mission from God.
You know, I work like right near where they filmed that, and it's kind of by like a racetrack for like NASCAR and stuff.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
So they have like there's like a truck stop there where the police car from the Blues Brothers. They literally have it like on a spike, like up in the air.
That's
I've
awesome.
seen that.
I don't think it's the original car, but it's the same car.
It's like a replica of.
Yeah.
One of them or something.
Damn.
That's dope. That's pretty cool.
Super dope.
Yeah, I'll concede. I'll let you guys have it.
All
E.T.
right.
is the more 80s movie.
E.T. is
great. It was
great.
too sad for me. I didn't like E.T.
This next one's tough. This next one's not easy. It's Batman, 1989 Batman, which is your high seed, versus They Live. Ooh, which is your low seed. If you guys are ready, we're just going to do it 3, 2, 1 like that.
3-1, Jesse.
I got to explain myself. I explained it last time too.
Sure, please do.
They Live.
Great movie.
It's a great science fiction movie because it's like predicting the future. We now live almost
in They Live, yes.
In that situation, the Orwellian.
I haven't seen They Live.
You haven't seen They Live?
No.
That's the other one on the list.
Yeah, I hadn't seen 3. Was it 3?
Well, and then we knocked down Inner Space mostly.
Oh, yeah, so it's 2 that I haven't seen on
And
this
I think
list.
the idea of having, like, some shades that do, like, some cool computer, like, quantum computer shades sound like a really cool idea. Like, it could, like, do augmented reality and all that cool
80s
stuff. Yeah.
But you're putting that against 89 Batman.
I know, and
That's
I
like
love
the first
that
Tim
Batman.
Burton Batman vehicle. Like, Jack Nicholson is
That's
the
true.
Joker. Fucking Michael Keaton. He's my favorite Batman. I'm going to say it right now.
I'm Batman.
Well, I mean, the Joker's part when he's, like, going through the art museum.
Oh, my God.
That's, like, one of my
that's the
favorite.
best scene.
Yeah, it's one
Dancing
of
to
my favorite
Prince.
scenes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah, it's great.
Like, They Live was solely my thing, I think, so I needed to. And I
Explain
love
yourself.
Batman. But
It's hard. This was a very hard decision. I mean, come on. Roddy Piper, They Live. That movie has everything. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Batman
It's
should
also,
beat it out. Should beat it out. And I'm
The
glad it did.
Batmobile.
Oh.
Come on, 89 Batmobile, Nate.
I just got to stand, stand
vibe
by
you.
my man.
I vibe you. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to go to Batman here. The cool thing is, folks, is also one thing to mention. We've had people, and we're going to do this at the end of the show once we've figured this bracket out. We've had people send in brackets. People have been responding to this really well, and they've liked the concept.
On Facebook and Instagram.
So we're definitely going to bring up some of those. I got them on my phone over there. And yeah, we'll talk about those after this. Moving on. V, do you want to do the next one?
Sure, I'll take it. We've got The Princess Bride at a 3 versus Stripes, which is 14.
All right.
So this one is... okay.
Stripes, Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Bride, Carrie Elwes.
One of the best 80s movies of all time.
Andre the Giant.
I'm going to say it right now. It's a great movie.
Okay, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, bam.
High seed.
The only person that low seeded this was AP with Stripes, but it was also his pick. So, with no questions, it's Princess Bride.
No question.
It's the far
Andre the
superior
Giant.
movie.
It has literally everything, and it's got giants, monsters, chases, revenge, escapes, miracles.
I know.
All those things. And Carrie Elwes.
Was it like a death cloak or something?
Yes.
What? I don't think it was called that though.
No. What do they call that, V?
Like
the cloak?
Yeah.
That Andre the Giant wore?
He was like, give me, like.
Oh, yeah.
I need
a Holocaust cloak.
A Holocaust cloak, that's right. Which
I got this at Miracle Max's.
Yeah.
I love Billy Crystal in that movie. He was so good as Miracle Max.
His wife really laid down the law.
Oh, yeah, Valerie.
Carol Kane, right?
Yeah, Valerie.
Yeah.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. All right, moving on.
Lauren, you want the next one, or V, you want the next one? Who wants the next one?
I'll take it.
Sure.
When Harry Met Sally versus Clue.
What's high?
High, Harry Met Sally, low, Clue.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did you pick Jesse?
Low.
We have a split.
We have a tie. What's AP's pick?
Clue.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to vouch for When Harry Met Sally because it is a really 80s movie. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites. It's in my top 5 movies of all time. I love Sally.
Rob Reiner.
Okay,
I love Billy Crystal.
Okay, I will let you guys go first with why you can try to persuade us. Otherwise, I agree with AP. I also agree with Jesse that Clue is the far superior movie. The
Your dad picked Clue, didn't he?
He picked it to win the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that was his winner for the whole Ultimate 80s.
He loves Clue, and I've seen it a fuck ton, so I can understand why it's so good.
Well, I've only seen it I've seen it once all the way through when I was younger, and then in bits and pieces here and there on TV.
Tim Curry.
I know, I get it. I like
Lloyd.
that. But When Harry Met Sally is I've seen it so many times. I have the whole movie memorized.
I love the parts throughout that they have like of the old couples that they're interviewing.
Yeah,
That's
it was
so
different.
cute.
It was a cool way to make the movie.
I know what it is.
Super sweet.
This is the battle of Clue is a movie that is just a film, like it's a suspense kind of film, whatever. And When Harry Met Sally is a more of a genre-driven film, being a rom-com kind of. So.
Well, I could say that Clue is a genre film. Clue is a very niche movie. I mean, it's got Madeline Kahn in it, and I fucking love her. But When Harry Met Sally is still going to stay my pick because it was like one of my favorite movies to fall asleep to. It's so romantic and so sweet, and I love the concept of like it took them like 12 years of like building this friendship to realize that they just were supposed to be together. It was a great movie, and I love Meg Ryan.
I'm gonna stick with When Harry Met Sally too.
I feel like this is just it's boys versus girls right now.
It is, and it looks like Clue's going to win out on
All
this
right,
one.
majority rules.
I mean, I'm
Damn
sorry.
it.
But
It's so good.
Clue
You've
had
both
multiple
seen When
endings.
Harry Met Sally, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Come on now. I've seen When Harry Met Sally. Totally unrelated, but You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, God.
Like,
I
I've
love
seen them
all of those movies. Like Nora Ephron and Rob Reiner are my
You
fucking
ready for this?
jam.
How about Forget Paris? How about
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That's a deep-ass
Billy
cut.
Crystal.
So, yeah,
That
okay.
is a deep cut.
Jesse, you want to take the next one, bud?
Sure. No, this is a great one.
Oh, yeah, it's hard. This is difficult.
Okay, so in our high seed, we got Die Hard. And in the low, we have Top Gun.
I'm ready.
So this is serious.
I'm ready.
This is a very serious
bracket.
Contend.
Keep in mind that Bruce Willis, he's my jam. Bruce Willis is getting roasted on Comedy Central. I think like today, maybe.
Bruce Willis?
Whoa. Well, not today because it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
When people are
I don't know when
listening, but
it is.
Sunday when we're
yeah,
recording.
Bruce Willis is getting roasted on Comedy Central, and it looks
That'd be
really
cool.
funny.
Yeah, but the cast that they have to like roast him does not look like a roasting cast at all. Like I'm really
It's like, we'll see what
intrigued.
happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. You guys.
So the high seed is Die Hard?
Yeah, it's a 2 seed right now. And
Okay.
15 seed Top Gun.
Okay.
You guys ready? 3, 2, 1.
What'd you pick, Jess?
I got a low.
Are we tied again?
Yeah, we're tying.
It's you
What's
and me
AP?
this
I'm
time.
going to say my reason was because fuck Tom Cruise.
I know. I
damn.
can't stand Tom Cruise either.
Ooh.
I can't stand him.
But Maverick, yo.
Yeah.
I'm defending that movie, but honestly, though, Die Hard is a
Die Hard.
timeless classic.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Die Hard.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm flipping. I just...
We
All
flipped
right.
him.
We
did it.
flipped him.
What
We
was
flipped
AP's
him.
pick?
AP was a Die Hard flip, so
All
we
right.
were already going to
Die Hard for the win.
Sorry, Lauren.
It's okay.
We don't, yeah. Bruce Willis over Tom
flipping
Cruise.
this. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I made
I'll
a
take this
mistake.
next one. All right, this next one, we've got The Shining and a 1 seed versus Friday the 13th at a 16.
Damn. That's horror versus horror. It was a perfect matchup. I was
Yeah,
so
this
stoked.
is-
This one actually kind of works out a little bit.
Do we need a minute to think? Or are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
I'm ready. Are you ready, Lauren? Locked in? You guys ready? 3?
3, 2, 1. High seeds all around.
Unanimous across the board. Even AP. Perfect Shining.
Even AP.
I mean,
yeah, The Shining is
it's more than a movie.
one of my favorite movies.
You know,
It's a way of life.
It's a really great,
seriously.
great movie.
By the way, can I just say shout out to AP for taking time out of his very busy schedule since he's just moving into his house and like renovating it.
Yeah.
To come on a Sunday when it's like amp prime work time to do the podcast with us.
Yeah, he's the real MVP.
He really is. I've been so grateful to have him this season for sure and beyond. So let's move on here now. RoboCop
In the
versus-
high seed?
in the high seed versus Big. And if I'm correct, I'm trying to remember how when I was doing this, they were literally separated. Like RoboCop was the last 8 seed on this side, and Big was the first 9 seed on this side. So they were like right next to each other, neck and neck. Big being the low seed, RoboCop being the high seed. 3, 2, 1.
Low seed? Oh, Jesse, you picked RoboCop over Big?
Yeah.
Why?
Talk
Explain.
about it.
I mean,
explain yourself.
I like RoboCop. I grew up on that shit, kind of.
It's an awesome
it's just
movie.
a nostalgic movie for me. Big too. I mean, it has its parts.
I loved Big.
Like, you know,
the Zoltar machine. Come
but
on.
RoboCop is just so kind of brutal too. It's like a little dark. It's actually really dark. And as a kid, I just always thought that was a great movie. So, I mean,
fair enough.
It stuck with me.
I think majority rules on this one, though.
AP rocked out Big as well there. And we're going to move on. I'll read off this next one. This is maybe, in my opinion, the toughest
Yeah, this was
matchup.
super fucking tough.
Like, this is maybe the toughest matchup on the entire bracket that you'll have to determine ever. If you're playing along at home, I'm sure you had a tough time with this one because it's Airplane versus Spaceballs. We got two comedic movies.
What's the high seed?
The high seed is Airplane. The low seed is Spaceballs. Both two comedic movies. Both are parody movies. You know, they're parodying other things.
Yeah,
so
this is really hard.
It is the perfect matchup.
So on one hand, you've got Leslie Nielsen, and on the other, you've got John Candy. Like,
Yeah.
how do you pick between these
Bill
two
Pullman,
movies?
Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
I love Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
And
You just
Mel
have to-
Brooks.
I just love Mel Brooks so much, but Airplane, on the other hand, to play devil's advocate, was fucking insane. And
hilarious.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
But also there's Rick Moranis to consider.
You ready, V?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Drops it down. Oh, shit. We got a split here.
What did AP pick?
AP is Spaceballs. We're 3 votes 2 right now. So,
Okay, I want to hear the argument for why Airplane is better than Spaceballs.
who would like to go first?
Because I can easily be converted. Let me know.
Ooh.
Anyone want
She
to take
said
it?
easily.
Who
Do I
wants
have
to?
Airplane?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm supposed to have Spaceballs.
Oh.
Okay. So Lauren's the odd man out here.
No, I concede.
Okay. Okay.
We brought up all the reasons Spaceballs was dope before we actually threw it down.
No, I really
so-
wanted to pick Airplane though.
It's
It's one of my
hard.
favorites. It's a great comedy.
Ooh.
I love the dancing sequence where they're doing like
Jesse, you
the
want this
Saturday
one
Night
next?
Fever.
Mhm. What year did the Three Amigos come out? Did that come out in like the early 90s?
I think that was
91?
the 90s.
All right.
Let me look it up.
All right, so we got Terminator in the high spot and Scrooged in the low.
Whoa, Three Amigos came out in 86.
What?
What the fuck?
How did I
None
not
of us
know
picked
this?
Three Amigos.
Oh my god,
a
no.
good one.
This
Oh,
whole
well.
bracket is a lie now. Everything's a lie.
Oh no. Maybe we can have a redo at some point for all the movies that we missed that we
Oh,
shouldn't
no.
have missed.
I'm so upset with myself.
Do a
I'm upset with you,
secondary
too.
round of movies that
God.
aren't on this list
Yeah.
of other movies.
Of all
Oh
the ones
my
that people are
God.
pissed that we
Slip through the
omitted.
cracks.
Oh
yeah.
man, that might be a okay.
That's
well,
a good episode.
Yeah,
we'll work on
talk
that.
about that.
We'll
talk
work
about
on that. Don't
Okay, so
worry.
Terminator's in your high spot. Scrooged is in your low spot.
One,
Scrooge,
two,
Bill Murray.
3. Low, high. AP?
High with Terminator.
Damn, I really love Scrooged. It's so funny. It's Bill Murray again.
Christmas movie.
Ultimate sarcastic asshole Bill Murray.
Charles Dickens story.
And it's Christmas. Like, it's
Yeah.
great. It's this ultimate story of redemption. And he's perfect at that. All of his movies are the ultimate search for redemption.
And it's got what's his name? Bobcat Goldthwait, right?
What?
Bobcat.
Oh, Bobcat.
Goldthwait, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
He took
It's a
his
great
little
movie.
daughter.
It's a great movie. Are we conceding? Are we letting Terminator take it over 80s?
I mean,
I watch Scrooge
God,
every
Terminator's
year.
so fucking good though.
Yeah,
Terminator's
but
good,
honestly,
V.
Terminator 2 is better than Terminator 1.
It's a 90s movie. We'll talk about it.
I know, but
Oh.
if I'm being honest, that's why I'm picking Scrooged. It's not the best of the franchise, Terminator 1.
Terminator set
I feel like it was
Schwarzenegger apart from other actors in that time. It was his made movie.
But
I feel like the first Terminator is more adult. Like it's got like it's a real kind of almost that sci-fi futuristic dystopian, obviously.
Yeah, it's more of a dude movie.
Yeah.
T2 was appealing to a wider demographic because it showed how badass Linda Hamilton was and her fucking biceps.
Who's reprising her role.
Oh, I love Linda Hamilton.
Special effects in the second one were obviously like...
They were radical.
Next level.
Yeah. With
the T-1000.
semi-truck.
But all right, this is for the 90s one, right? That's for like the next bracket.
I mean, it looks like Terminator's winning.
God
so listen.
All right,
okay.
for the sake of argument, because it ushered in T2, I'll give T1 a chance.
As I aged, I liked Terminator 1 more.
I'm going to have to rewatch it. I haven't watched it in a long time. I remember going to Universal or wherever I think it was Universal, and they have the Terminator 3D ride or whatever, and you sit in this big auditorium, and they put the 3D glasses on, and you're like, John Connor runs over you, or whatever his name is, and there's like shooting everywhere, and it's super intense. Yeah. And then they have like Terminators like pop up on the side next to you to scare you, and like wind blowing in the seat,
it's like steam
like
flying
breath
on
you. It's like, ugh, it was horrifying.
Who wants this next one?
I got it.
Okay, take it, man.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Indiana's in the high seed?
Yes, that's a high.
Okay.
And then we have Major League in our low spot.
All right.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Tied again in APs.
Temple of Doom. I get it. Listen, I get it.
Once again, a young Harrison Ford.
All right, I'm sold. High seed, I'm switching.
Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes.
I know.
Yeah, Major League was cool.
Major League was hilarious. It was so funny. But Charlie Sheen's turned out to be an asshole.
Fair
It's
enough.
tarnished for me. And Harrison Ford is just like a fine wine, gotten better with age.
And crashed a million planes.
And crashed a million planes and lived to tell about it. Dude's like...
Gets finer with age and crashed a million planes.
You know, my little kid, Ollie, thinks that Indiana Jones is his favorite movie, and I don't even know if he's ever even seen it. I've never watched it with him.
Maybe he played the Legos or something.
Well, we rented the Lego Indiana Jones game, but he just keeps saying that Indiana Jones is his favorite movie. I'm like, when did you watch that?
Okay. Stand By Me in the top seed, Little Shop of Horrors in the low seed.
Ooh, tough for sure.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me.
Ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1. Bow. Damn.
3-1, Nate.
3-2. Little Shop was also on APs. Shocked. Rick Moranis, really?
Stand By Me was incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, River Phoenix was so good in it.
Yeah, I know.
It's too good. It's Stephen King.
Right.
I mean, it's got a Corey in it. How much more 80s do you want?
Okay. Stand By Me.
Stand By Me is like a near perfect movie.
It is very good.
Ooh.
It's that camaraderie.
It's UV. This one's you.
Okay, we've got Beetlejuice in the high seed versus Caddyshack in the low.
All right. Well, when you guys are ready.
3, 2, 1. Beetlejuice.
Across the
For the
board,
win.
except for AP.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Okay,
How cool would it
Caddyshack
be if you showed up?
I'd piss. You know what I'm saying? I just like...
well, we got an extra mic, so...
Has anyone followed up on the rumors that they're going to do another Beetlejuice movie?
They are still in the works.
It's still in, like,
still going to have Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder in it?
I don't know. That's the rumor.
Yeah, as well as Tim Burton
Davis.
directed. And Gina Davis should be returning. I wouldn't see why she wouldn't.
Alec Baldwin?
Probably.
I have no idea. All I
mean,
heard was about Keaton and Winona Ryder.
Cast
and I thought it was a rumor.
That'd be amazing if they could get everyone to come back.
Wouldn't it be so great? Well, they can't get the one dude because they don't hire that one dude anymore since he like had some legal issues. The guy who played the dad. Didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He got in trouble a few years ago. For like...
Oh, he was in Ferris Bueller.
Dad. Yeah, he was the principal in Ferris Bueller. I'm going to look him up right now. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Who knows? He had like that really soft baby wispy hair.
Yes.
Yeah. He was also... he was in that movie Amadeus, too, as the Emperor. He was so funny.
It's like I ran
Jeffrey
my fingers
Jones,
through his hair or something.
That's his name. Oh, he looks kind of creepy. Let me see what it says about Mr. Jeffrey Jones. He's 71. Damn.
Hopefully it's like tax evasion and not something...
In 2003, Jones pleaded no contest to a felony charge of soliciting a 14-year-old boy to pose for nude photographs. Since then, he has appeared in 2 films and 1 television series since 2003. So, like, he totally
15
destroyed
years he got
his
blacklisted.
film career. Yeah.
Damn.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, it's his fault.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Return of the Jedi versus Tron. Return of the Jedi.
What's
and
in
the
the high
2
seed?
Tron
Damn,
and the
this
15
is a
seed.
tough one.
Jedi's in the high seed? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. And actually,
Jedi.
AP voted Tron.
Lauren and AP got
voted
Tron.
Tron. So, interesting. Do you want to make a case for Tron? I don't know if you can sway either of these two. You can't sway me, I'm sorry. Star Wars nerd.
No.
Conceding on Tron. What are you eating there, Veronica?
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to bring it up as a segue.
We have recently procured some delicious limited edition strawberry shortcake Oreos.
Fuck yeah, they are.
And I can't stop eating them. They're delicious. They taste just like the strawberry shortcake ice cream bars.
They are very good.
I'm going to try to chew it off the microphone so
You're
I don't
fine.
piss anybody off.
No, you weren't pissing anybody off. It was a great segue for letting people know that we have
These
them.
cookies smell so good, too. Like, straight up strawberry sundae.
Okay, folks, well, let's run down the matchups we're going into here into the next round. We've got Back to the Future versus Field of Dreams, Ferris Bueller versus E.T., Batman versus Princess Bride, Clue versus Die Hard, The Shining versus Big. That's a weird one. Spaceballs versus Terminator, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom versus Stand By Me, and Beetlejuice versus Return of the Jedi. Back to the top. Who wants to kick it off?
Okay. So we've got Back to the Future versus Field of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future is a 1 seed. Field of Dreams is at an 8. So let's do this. Are you ready, Nate? Now who's eating the cookies?
Oh, shit.
3, 2, 1. 3-1 high seed of Back to the Future. What AP pick? Let me see. He picked Back to the Future as well. All right, moving on. We've got Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus what
One
is it?
second.
Wait a minute. I think I skipped one.
No, you did fine.
Oh.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus E.T.
Oh, versus E.T.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought you said I said something wrong.
No, you did fine. Just Lauren had actually voted for Back to the Future.
Yeah.
When we threw ours down, hers were still down. She hadn't grabbed them yet.
Oh, my bad.
It was a literally unanimous decision.
Perfect. Moving on.
Now move on. Sorry, my fault.
That's okay.
Wanted to clarify for
We're
the
at
listener.
Ferris Bueller, which was a 5, versus E.T. at a 13. And 3, 2, 1. Unanimous. AP?
Ferris Bueller as well.
Ferris Bueller for the win.
Bueller.
Like we don't have to like argue the point now.
Yeah.
Well,
we're getting back into it.
Well, we've kind of talked most of these into. I mean, it's going to get a lot harder as we move further into this. But this round's kind of easy because we know this one's hard.
Jesse, you want to take this next one?
Yeah, Jesse, because actually you are the only person. No, V, you would also had both of these on your list. You two are the only two that had this.
So it's going to be Batman and Princess Bride, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Our Batman is what?
6.
At a 6. Princess Bride is 3.
Yep.
Guys ready?
Yeah.
2-2.
AP has Batman.
Oh.
Do we want to say an argument for Princess Bride?
I want to think.
It has Andre the Giant in it.
I want to just have one line from the movie that would
Inconceivable.
sway everybody. That's the exact one.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. I mean, Lauren, it has Mandy Patinkin in it. You love him.
I love Mandy Patinkin. You murdered my father. My name is Inigo Montoya. You are going to die.
Prepare to die.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. Come on. It's Michael Keaton as Batman.
You put low seed, Nate.
Yeah. Batman is the low seed.
Is it?
Princess
Yes, it
Bride,
is.
yeah, that's a popular one.
Princess Bride was our 3 seed. Batman's the low seed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Oh,
damn.
Twist again. She M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong do. Princess Bride for the win. Moving on.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Nicholson?
I know, but he's already got my heart in The Shining.
An entire soundtrack by Prince.
Rob Reiner. No, As You Wish. Princess Bride.
I'm gonna.
For days.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Princess.
Because if I'm
Bride,
gonna fight for a Batman movie, it's gonna be Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or next season, I should say.
Next season.
We should coordinate it to make it so, like, when we do it in October, they should be, like, 2 scary movies against each other.
Yeah, we'll definitely plan that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, up next, it's Clue versus Die Hard.
That's hilarious.
That's a little awkward.
What's in the high seed?
High seed would be Die Hard. Low seed is Clue. High seed is Die Hard. Low seed is Clue. High seed is Die Hard.
All right, ready?
Yep. You guys beat me. I knew it. It was Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. AP picked Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I used as my argument last round. That was not fair. You just shanghaied my argument. That was pretty good of you. Who wants the next one?
What's the next one? The next one is...
Oh, God. It's The Shining, right?
Shining versus Big.
The Shining versus Big for Ultimate 80s. Oh, it's starting to get hard. Should I just think about it as what I would rather, if I had both of the VHS copies in my hand, which one I would put in?
Yep.
Okay.
Shining
so
versus
high seed
Big.
is...
Shining.
Okay, look. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
The Shining for the win.
AP, it was unanimous. So that's our second unanimous 1 seed. We're at the start of our 1 seed there. The Shining. Now we're going to be moving on here. I think I just wrote the Shing, but whatever.
The Shining.
Baseballs versus the Terminator.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Spaceball. Hey, Train of Our
Spaceballs is the low seed.
Spaceballs is a 12 versus Terminator, which is the 4.
Are we ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Wait, what did I do?
You picked
Terminator.
Okay, over Spaceballs.
Yeah. And it's a 4-1. AP
no, wait.
also picked
Wait, Terminator
Spaceballs.
was
the high seed.
Okay.
It's
tied.
It's still Spaceballs.
Still
AP
Spaceballs.
picked Spaceballs.
Do you need to make an argument to sway us or no?
They exhausted their argument with Terminator.
I'm over
Not
the
really.
Terminator.
I didn't bring up the fact that
sure.
John Connor went back to meet his baby mama, without even knowing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's timey-wimey.
Yeah.
I mean, and that romantic relationship was a beautiful one.
Okay. But John can't. I mean, the cast, Mel Brooks. Like I said,
I can't pick Arnold over Mel Brooks.
No,
no day. No dice.
It's hard, but I feel Spaceballs has to continue especially based on AP's vote.
Yeah, that was
3-2 here. So
now that you put it like Arnold versus Mel Brooks, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
but
I'd rather watch Spaceballs over Terminator.
Spaceballs.
That's a different. What?
I was going to have you read the next one.
Oh, Indiana Jones versus, which is a 6, versus Stand By Me at a 3. So the 3 is the high seed, right?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Stand By Me for the win. What AP pick?
Well,
You thought Indiana Jones was better than Stand By Me, Nate?
He had I just liked Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I did not
Have
like.
you ever seen Stand By Me?
Yeah, it's just really an emotionally.
It's very emotionally
taxing film.
It is very.
That's the
very
word.
emotional.
It's taxing.
It's sad.
He had Little Shop there versus Indiana Jones. So
okay.
Stand By Me was winning. You guys took it there, so we're gonna do Stand By Me, which we have an interesting thing happening in the bottom of our bracket here. Do you guys want to know what's happening? We've got The Shining, Spaceballs, and Stand By Me. It's 3 S movies.
Okay. This is going to be really difficult, guys.
Beetlejuice
versus
Return of the Jedi.
Beetlejuice is at a 7. Jedi is at a 2. 3, 2, 1. I picked Beetlejuice.
Is Beetlejuice the low seed?
Yes, Beetlejuice is the low seed.
God damn it, I'm going to go with the low seed. Why do I keep thinking that it's the opposite?
It's the opposite of what you're thinking. Okay, so Beetlejuice moves on.
Yeah. And no, it wasn't anywhere on AP's list. He had Caddyshack beating out Beetlejuice.
Yeah, he would. I do like Rodney Dangerfield.
Even in hell, I don't get no respect.
Even in hell, I get no respect.
Okay, to run it over, here are our current matchups going into our final four. We've got Back to the Future, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Princess Bride versus Die Hard, The Shining versus Spaceballs, Stand By Me versus Beetlejuice. Who wants to take it away with our first matchup?
Lauren?
Back to the Future versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yeah. Back to the Future is our 1 seed. Ferris Bueller is a 5 seed.
So it's the low seed.
Ferris Bueller is the low seed. Back to the Future is the high seed. 3, 2, 1. Shit.
Ferris Bueller.
And it's unanimous except for me because AP also picked Ferris Bueller, so it's moving on. It's moving on. Okay.
What do we got? Princess Bride versus Die Hard here?
Oh, you got it. Very good.
Okay. Princess Bride is at a 3 seed and Die Hard's at 2. So you're
very close here again.
Your high is Die Hard.
High hard.
3, 2, 1. Nate picked Die Hard. The rest of us picked Princess Bride.
AP picked Batman.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay, I don't know how you did that, AP, but good job. It's Princess Bride.
You're finding the flaws in the bracketology now.
The bracketology.
Well, he's not here to actually
defend.
Pick a pick, so we've got to
for sure.
We've got to make it up as we go. Okay.
I thought he just wrote in Batman on like a wrong part of.
No, he had Batman moving on in this section. Remember when you were asking earlier, like what happens when he has nothing to do? There was your answer. We're just gonna answer what he answered anyways because it's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next, Nate? Spaceballs versus The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining is your 1 seed. Spaceballs is a bracket busting 12 seed. Coming through in the clutch here. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I am thinking about this. Spaceballs low seed, Shining high seed. We are on a 3, 2, 1, and ouch.
I picked The Shining.
AP picked Spaceballs as well, so you guys got me. You got me.
The Shining lives.
The Shining lives on. It's our.
I hated to have to do that because I love Spaceballs so much.
The Shining is now our last remaining 1 seed. Stand By Me versus Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
I assume Stand By Me is our high seed.
It is the 3 seed, sir. Sorry about that. And 7 seed is Beetlejuice. Stand By Me is 3. Beetlejuice is 7.
So wait, which one's the high seed?
High seed is Stand By Me. Low seed is Beetlejuice. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
Jesse's the odd man out.
Beetlejuice. Spaceballs. Or Tron. Sorry, Tron.
I feel like Spaceballs has been like
He's
like
just trying to get.
last 3 picks.
I almost fucking wrote Tron.
Do you need to make an argument for Stand By Me, Jesse?
Well, I'd have
versus
to,
Beetlejuice?
I'd have to switch everybody, I think, so.
Yeah. Do you care enough about it to do that or no?
No, because I really like Beetlejuice as well. And actually, honestly, on my bracket, I have Beetlejuice beating out Stand By Me. So I don't even honestly know what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Well, but you're
you
playing,
can make the decision.
Yeah, in the game. You're playing.
Yeah, you don't
what
have
you
to
want.
read what's on your bracket.
Exactly, because mine's definitely not directly what's on my bracket at all.
Sure. But
I've switched up a couple times.
Like, in my heart of hearts, that's what my bracket is, so.
Totally.
I mean, in my heart of hearts, I'm with you guys on Beetlejuice.
Okay. So what's next?
Well, we're moving into having our final 2 here.
Ferris Bueller versus The Princess Bride.
Wait, what about Shining? Didn't we?
Those are in the bottom.
The Shining and Beetlejuice will be the other bracket.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. The last 2 in this
Ferris
section.
Bueller versus The Princess Bride. Ferris Bueller has a score of...
Ferris is going to be your 5 seed versus a 3 seed. So Princess Bride is high. And Ferris Bueller is low. Okay, when you guys are ready. 3, 2, 1.
Everyone picked The Princess Bride? Or wait, where did we pick?
Everyone picked Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller, yeah.
Including AP.
Okay.
Across
Ferris
the board.
Bueller. That sucks. But it is more ultimate 80s.
Right.
That's what it came down to.
And we're near Chicago, so it's kind of like
yeah, that's like in our neck of the woods.
If we were from like Britain or whatever.
Come on, baby. Twist and shout.
Yeah, I guess we're region rats, right?
Ooh. I almost want to have no part in this one. The Shining versus Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I mean...
Beetlejuice is your 7. Shining is our last remaining 1 seed, so The Shining is your high seed. Beetlejuice is your low seed. And 3, 2, 1.
Jesse, Lauren, and I picked The Shining, and you picked Beetlejuice. What did AP pick?
Spaceballs.
Great. I really wish that an argument for Beetlejuice could be made to sway me, but honestly, The Shining is such a great movie.
Shining might be a great movie, but Beetlejuice was a little bit of horror, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama, all wrapped into a bubble. The Shining is just a straight-up horror flick. It's only driven by the horror the whole time and suspense, right?
It depends on your sense of humor, though. You can find some comedy in there.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggy, dark humor. Like, there's so much more going on in The Shining because, I mean, everything is like a character. Everything is like, it's just like a fucking art piece, you
Watch
know?
this.
How do you criticize, or how do you even, like, begin to talk about it?
Okay, V. Remember earlier when we were talking about the casting news for Beetlejuice 2?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Michael Keaton,
Mm-hmm.
Winona Ryder,
Mhm.
Gina Davis,
Mhm.
Alec Baldwin,
Mhm.
not that other guy, but Tim Burton, right?
Yeah.
Think about all those names.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's a Stephen King loose adaptation that was flawed, and Jack Nicholson's in it, it's a more classic. I mean, I think Beetlejuice stands the test of time for true 80s. That's my argument for this. I mean, it represents everything, and you can look at The Shining, and honestly,
when I think about 80s movies, I don't think about Beetlejuice because I loved that in the 90s when I was like a little kid. Like, I was born in 87, and when I was growing up in the 90s, like, I would associate Beetlejuice as an early 90s movie just for me personally. Like, when I think about an 80s movie, like,
plus Beetlejuice was Ollie's first movie.
Honestly, The Shining came out in 1980, so it was
almost a 70s.
Yeah,
I know.
older.
That's why
Yeah.
when we did this list, we were talking about that. We were on the fence about it, but honestly, it fits the 80s
Definition of it, the decade.
Yeah, I mean 1980.
Right.
I'm still so pissed
I
that we
mean,
didn't get the
It's almost
Three
the-
Amigos on here.
I know.
It's almost
that would've
more
changed a
80s
lot.
than anything because it was like it was before everything else. Like it's
Yeah, it
spawned.
ushered in the 80s.
Right.
I mean, it had Jack Nicholson in it. I mean, Shelley Duvall, I've said it a million times. She was the most frightening thing in that whole movie. Like, just it's so pitiful and screaming her head off the whole time. I thought just, like, the sheer amount of effort that woman committed to that part alone should make that, like, a contender.
All right, fine. Look, I will concede because I feel like we can go back and forth on why The Shining is great. We can go back and forth on why Beetlejuice is great.
I know. Beetlejuice is also one of my top.
But even if I convert
10
you, I
favorite
still
movies.
we're still just kind of at a stalemate. Even if I convert you, so
Right.
I think I'm just gonna let The Shining go on.
Okay.
And then that means that you guys know what that means. We're at the finals here to determine who is going to face the Breakfast Club from the first part of this episode.
Oh, we still need to do Ferris Bueller versus The Shining.
Yeah. You just looked at me like, fuck, what are we going to do? Ferris Bueller is your 5 seed. The Shining is your 1 seed. So Shining is high and Ferris Bueller is low. 3, 2, 1. Ferris Bueller. Somebody has finally dethroned The Shining.
I really hate that it was me because I was going to pick The Shining.
I was always going to do Ferris Bueller.
But I picked Ferris Bueller because ultimately it is an ultimate 80s movie. And my pick for the thing that was going to take the whole cake, The Princess Bride, is out of the running. So now I just have to kind of go with what I think is going to happen, and I'm pretty sure I know.
Okay. AP actually has Ferris Bueller going all the way to the finals in his bracket. I had Back to the Future beating out Batman.
So do I.
But I had Ferris Bueller getting beat out by Back to the Future. Then Back to the Future beating out Batman, Back to the Future beating out Spaceballs, Back to the Future winning my bracket because it's a fucking classic.
This is going to be hard. Ferris Bueller versus Breakfast Club.
What movie did you have favored to win, Jesse?
The Shining. So I just
got... Oh, shit.
I just got red rummed.
Shit. Did I fuck up your whole bracket? Did
No,
you have one?
it's just the way it goes, you know?
Yeah.
And you know what I think it was, too? Since I've had, like, a bum leg a little bit, I've been kind of stuck inside, and I'm relating to the movie a lot.
Jack Torrance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should relate to Cameron and just keep getting out.
That's Cameron's fever dream, you know. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Let my Cameron go.
Yeah, you know what, though?
What's up, Jesse?
I feel like Ferris Bueller's Day Off is kind of more a quintessential 80s movie than The Shining, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think The Shining's a better movie.
I agree.
But when it comes to quintessential...
All right.
And I do love the secretary in Ferris Bueller. The one that just kept pulling pencils out of her hair. Oh, and,
yeah.
you know, wastoids, dweebies.
Nice lady.
They all think he's a righteous dude.
He's a totally righteous dude.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Ed, you just look like Dirty Harry. Thanks, Grace.
God, and that scene with the mud. Okay, so we're getting ready to do this for real in a second because now we are at the finals. We're about to crown our ultimate 80s movie bracket champion according to Foodies Watching Movies, our season 2 finale here. We've got the Breakfast Club facing off against Ferris Bueller. We're not going to do a high
4
seed.
versus 5.
What's up?
We're at a 4 versus a 5, right?
Correct, actually. Yeah, Ferris Bueller is our 5 seed over from the right side, and Breakfast Club is 4. We're not going to do our high and low this time. We're each going to talk about it just a little bit and riff. Who wants to start on the argument of what they're going to pick? Because it's hard. Everybody's going to have a hard time picking this. It's not, like, easy.
I feel like this was what this whole thing was going to come down to, regardless of what we put on these brackets. I kind of always knew that it was going to come down between the Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller as the winner of the Ultimate 80s movie bracket. But having to decide which one, I think I would just, again, do the VHS tape thing in my hand, my invisible VHS tapes in each hand. And which one would I put in the VCR? Which one would I feel like watching? Which mood do I prefer? Because they're both, like, super similar. Like, you know.
Give you good feels across the board.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to pick, though.
It's almost opposite, though, at the same time, if you think about it, because Ferris Bueller's Day Off is like them escaping
being free,
out,
yeah?
And then the Breakfast Club is them being, like, trapped in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well said.
John Hughes had some shit going on.
Yeah. Lauren, what's your thoughts?
My thought is that I had Aliens picked to win the whole thing, Aliens against the Breakfast Club, but the Breakfast Club beat Aliens. So, and I had Ferris.
Oh, so you were very close.
Yeah. I
Damn,
had
within 1. That's damn impressive.
So,
I feel like I can give you all a little preview of what I'm going to pick by saying 2 words.
No, was this a spoiler alert or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Molly Ringwald.
Well,
think about how 80s.
You say mollywopped?
Molly Ringwald.
Oh, Molly and Walt. Okay.
Oh my God. All right. So, are we going to do this or not?
Yes, we probably should.
Okay.
These movies are really like.
You know what you were saying about having your invisible VHSs?
Yeah.
And like.
If you're going to put The Breakfast Club on, or are you going to put on Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I'm putting Ferris in 10 out of 10 times. I love The Breakfast Club. It is quintessential 80s. I love everything about that movie. There's no flaw I can find in that movie to argue why it shouldn't win. In any other world, it wins. But Ferris is a movie that has been in my life since I was a kid. I've watched it consistently. I don't even have to think when that movie's on. I know everything that's going to happen. I can think of every scene as it's happening. Through and through.
But don't you think that Ferris is an asshole?
Who directed Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah, I was just about to say he was totally like...
He's a little shithead.
Who directed The Breakfast Club?
Total narcissist.
Well, John Hughes, because he has a name for himself. But I feel like the guy who directed Ferris Bueller was also a big-named director. Or at least the writer was big. It was somebody who, like... I can't, V, are you doing our IT department right now to look that up for me?
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
You know it was John Hughes, right?
For Ferris Bueller?
Yeah.
He did both of them?
That's why I said John Hughes had some shit going on. Because he had that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was John Hughes.
Shit.
It looks like Ferris Bueller's Day Off got 79% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Came out in 1986.
86, year before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So 79% of people who rated anything on Rotten Tomatoes think that it's
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Breakfast Club came out in 1985, and it had 88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
I'm saying The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, me
because
too.
it has the Brat Pack that is ultimate 80s to me. I think that Ferris Bueller is a great movie. My mom loves that movie, which made me love that movie. I can quote the whole thing. But he was an asshole, and as I've gotten older and I rewatched it, I really relate more to the sister Jeannie, which kind of makes me feel bad about myself. But it's like, seriously, why does he get to do all these things? Fuck that guy. But I prefer Breakfast Club.
Judd Nelson.
He wins the day for me.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's... I'm my vote is Ferris Bueller. Jesse, you're the last to weigh in here.
Man, it's such a tough decision.
I know
Yes,
Ferris
honestly.
Bueller has got the Ferrari thing, and it's got a lot of deep stuff going on. It also has a fun vibe to
Twist
it.
and shout,
It's
a Cubs
hilarious.
game.
But honestly,
I just love the part in the Breakfast Club where they're all dancing up on the library.
I know.
Like,
it's like a great... Like, it's got everything. It's for everybody. It's got a coming-of-age thing going on. It's got, like, romance. It's got, like, politics. It's got, like, these awful, like, adult figures, and it's got a lot of layers to it.
Both movies
They
have...
smoke a ton of weed in the library at school, and, like, I mean, it's got so many...
I read something online that
things.
said that Judd Nelson at the end shaking his fist in the air was like him knowing that he got the girl.
Yeah, like, he was just like, fuck yeah.
I had
Well,
a
she gave
feeling
him
I
a
had-
diamond earring, and he's just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And that freeze frame, with Don't You Forget About Me.
Both movies have very memorable songs. Twist and shout. You know. Jesse?
All right, it's going to have to come down to it, huh?
Yeah.
To me.
Well, sort of, because then if we go into a tiebreaker, we've got to figure out the tiebreaker.
What did AP pick?
AP,
Oh, yeah,
well,
Spaceballs.
AP, well, no, AP picked Who Framed Roger Rabbit to win his bracket.
Oh, shit.
So his winner was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which went really far. It went up against The Breakfast Club, actually.
Okay.
So that being said, I mean, AP's pick would probably be Ferris over Breakfast Club, but I can't actually say because, I mean, if I look at his bracket, he had Breakfast Club out.
Should we text him?
I mean, his Breakfast Club, he had that out versus Empire Strikes Back.
So if we get a tiebreaker, we got to text AP.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we'll text AP if we get a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
What say you, Jesse?
I say we tiebreak this shit and
Oh,
see what AP's got to say about it.
Okay, Nate.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm actually just going to call him on speakerphone during the show right now because that's a super intriguing way to do it.
Probably is driving, so it'd probably be best not to text him.
Yeah, probably call him.
Shouldn't Jesse make his decision before we call AP?
No, I'm
did.
totally Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I was going to be anyway.
So you two are Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
You and I are Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
All right, so we need AP the tiebreaker.
Yep. Hopefully he...
I want to know what everybody else would pick, too. Like...
It's
ringing.
So hard. I can't... It was
Hello,
rough,
you have
but-
reached Andrew Poor. I am unable to come to my...
Damn it, AP.
Damn
we
it,
need
AP.
to
You
know.
let me down, bro.
Okay. Well, do we need to go by scores? Do we need to, like...
Okay, Ooh.
We could do just a flip of a coin.
I mean, I feel...
Maybe we need to, like, ask the interwebs.
Yeah, someone...
Do we need to...
Okay, right now, we're going to do this on the show. While we're doing this, Vee, do you want to pull up some of the people that have sent in some stuff?
Yeah.
And I'll also have some of that pulled up.
Yeah, I
want to
see what other people were picking for their brackets, too.
Just to reiterate, I picked Back to the Future to win my bracket. My father picked Clue. He had Breakfast Club in the finals, so I mean, obviously that stands for something.
Yeah, well,
I actually didn't have Breakfast Club or Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the finals.
What were yours?
It was Dirty Dancing, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, They Live, and The Shining.
Damn.
So it was kind of a...
If you Google The Breakfast Club versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off, there's a lot of different things that come up. Like, a lot of people have compared the two of them. Ferris Bueller is set in the same universe as The Breakfast Club. 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Weird Science, etc. are all set in the same universe.
Right.
Okay, we had some people hit us up on Facebook. One of our, let me see here. One of our friends, Nick Arndt, said that he had Little Shop of Horrors going all the way for the win.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then somebody else agreed with you. Jill Banks said Dirty Dancing. But then she also picked Top Gun and Beetlejuice as well. Beetlejuice seemed to be getting pretty far on people's...
I've got some more people.
Ooh, somebody actually had Coming to America versus Big.
Yeah, bring that up. Oh.
Tanya Glaspie. Let me see.
Austin T. Welch. He's a dude that I know through Blaine. He worked for BuzzFeed. His Sweet 16 went Aliens versus Ghostbusters, Raging Bull versus Pretty in Pink. He got his thing all the way down to the final four being Breakfast Club versus Aliens. That's like what Lauren had.
Mm-hmm.
He put Breakfast Club over. And then Back to the Future versus The Shining. Jesse, you had The Shining. I had Back to the Future. But he ultimately voted Breakfast Club over Back to the Future. Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see. Here we've got another person who sent in... Nick Ardent. He said that, he had the winner of Little Shop of Horrors, but he went through and literally typed out every single part of his bracket and posted it to me.
That's awesome. We should share that one.
Like crazy. We've got Rory Spence from the Podcasting Mates. His quarterfinals was Aliens versus Raging Bull, Empire versus Scarface, Ferris Bueller versus Die Hard, and The Shining versus Return of the Jedi. He got it down to Empire versus Die Hard, with Die Hard being the winner.
Hey, side note,
I feel like we already know that AP will vote for Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see.
But we can't assume, I guess.
V?
Anyway, I was going to say, I was just looking through our Facebook to find, if there was any more that I missed. And I guess the Bruce Willis roast is happening next Sunday, July 29th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the roast master.
Oh, cool.
That should be funny.
Cool. Okay, so back on Podcasting Mates, Andy Hughes put Die Hard. Didn't even work out the bracket. So
I wonder what he would think about that thing we posted on Facebook about Bruce Willis saying Die Hard really isn't a Christmas movie.
It's not a Christmas movie. It's not.
It
just because it's in the time of Christmas, there's nothing.
But everybody watches it at Christmas time, and it's on Christmas.
That's just happenstance.
It's like TV.
It's like
Breakfast Club has Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me in the end credits, so it automatically wins. It also automatically wins because they all smoke weed.
Shit. Pure logic. Very simple statement.
Well, that guy knows what's up, right?
That was the most scientific deciphering between two movies. I feel like my vote is changing slowly.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't know if that's the case. I'm just saying. I put on there on the Facebook. I voted, or I put on the Facebook for people to vote. We're gonna see if anybody. We're checking there real quick to see if anybody has voted. We've got no votes. Interwebs is weird. I don't know how this all works.
Yeah.
Well, no one's listening to us right now.
I know.
No, but
I
just posted.
Like if we were live.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a Facebook Live video and ask people.
Okay, I'll do it. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. I'll do that. Real quick.
I mean,
right now there's 2 votes and it's split on my poll, 50-50. So, okay, I'm gonna go Facebook Live real quick here, folks.
Off the Foodies watching movies?
Yeah, I'm going there.
Sweet.
This is cool. We've never done this before.
No, we've never done a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technology, man.
New print, little, yellow, different. It's new.
I know
exciting.
what happened to. Oh, that's 90s.
I didn't like Ferris Bueller's Day Off because I couldn't really relate to Ferris at all.
Yeah. He was kind of like a little shithead that got everything that he wanted and there was no consequences.
Mm-hmm.
But weren't you still rooting for him? Or were you secretly hoping that he was going to get, like, nailed?
I was rooting for him at the end, but at the
to
beginning,
not get caught.
But at the beginning, I really did not.
Yeah, when he was being an asshole to his parents, like, being super fake and, like, sociopathic, Yeah. Okay. Wrap a hot towel around your head. Wrap a hot towel around my head. Yeah, I mean, it's a super quotable movie, but honestly, I like The Breakfast Club better. I feel like I can sit and watch it and enjoy it more than I would Ferris Bueller.
I don't know how to share this shit. I thought I could share this on the page, but I don't know how to share this shit. Can you share it while I'm doing it? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm uncertain.
Foodies watching movies is live now. Breakfast Club versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off. According to this, 50% of the votes for the Breakfast Club and 50% for Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, shit. So we're trying to determine, folks, 6 votes. Wow. Okay, so it's jumping up quickly. We're trying to determine who wins, Ferris Bueller's Day Off or the Breakfast Club for the ultimate 80s movie. Spoiler alert a little bit, I guess. But ultimately, we need to know, so you guys got to vote.
We need a tiebreaker.
We need the tiebreaker. We called AP. He didn't answer his phone. So
the Breakfast Club just got one more vote.
Oh, it's you, isn't it? You
no,
voted.
I already voted for the
we
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you guys could vote on my poll. The more you guys vote on it, the more that it'll show up, obviously. But
I've been having one of those days, so guess
you don't have your phone with you, bro.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, Jesse Sand's phone. Super 90s of you. I
Oh,
guess I
yeah.
should say
80s
super
even.
80s of you.
Were you just you were live watching me while I'm doing it?
Veronica,
and-
did you just vote for Ferris Bueller?
No, I clicked on the button to like.
Oh yeah, another
didn't-
vote for Ferris Bueller.
I didn't vote for Ferris Bueller. I swear, I didn't even vote at all.
It wasn't. You didn't vote at all yet?
No, I haven't even voted.
Oh.
All right, so how long is this going to have to go? Is there a time limit?
I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna. I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna let people know. Go to my Facebook, The Voice Survival, Facebook.com, The Voice Survival, and vote on my poll to determine which is better. If it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or if it is The Breakfast Club. We need to know. We're trying to break this tie. What the fuck? Help us out. Shit.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm gonna go back to the thing now that I did it. I'm gonna share that.
Where are we voting? Let me see.
We're in the voting stage.
It's kind of cool because the people get to decide, you know?
Kind of, yeah. We've made this a democratic situation. It is still 50-50, dead tied.
Okay. Now it's 56-44 in favor of Breakfast Club.
Fuck. Veronica, come on now. I'm going to share this to a couple places real quick while we're doing
Did you share it
this.
on the Foodies Watching Movies page?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, because that's where I was looking for it from, not your page.
Okay, I'll share it there right now, actually. Yeah, on my page, on Foodies Watching Movies. Okay, cool. Vote! That's what I'm going to just say. Vote. Okay. This is cool. We don't typically do live interacting with our audience in the midst of an episode. So this
It does say this poll ends in 1 day.
Yeah, I set it up to end as quickly as we could.
Is that like the limit?
So you can't do like an hour?
I couldn't do an hour, unfortunately. So we're just going to go until we're like, okay, we're cool with it. I think do we read everybody's different results off?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't check our Instagram. I guess I can check our Instagram real quick and see what's going on over there.
I didn't know if anybody...
I've been trying to post more stuff on our Insta, like more pictures of our food that we've been making and some LaFiCon stuff.
Jesse, do you have fun podcasting? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's cool. I think I like the long form conversation type stuff.
Just being able to kind of riff with people together.
Yeah.
It's exactly why I made this show, man. I'm glad that we have you on. I'm glad to have had you on this season a couple times. We had you at Friendsgiving. We had you last week for the near season finale, and now we're here with this big extravaganza, and you've been an integral part of the whole thing. I've greatly enjoyed podcasting with you this season of Foodies, so thank you for being a part of that,
You're
obviously,
very welcome.
as I'm posting this to places that I should post it to quickly to get
I'm
some
really
more
surprised
votes.
that this is taking us
Still 50-50.
this long to
It's
figure it out.
dead split, yo. 10 votes, 50-50, right down the middle. I mean...
Well, let's see.
Maybe this is the cliffhanger, and we're gonna have to.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to people.
Okay, we don't.
I'm not gonna cliffhanger it.
Gotta be decided. I think we should flip a coin.
Do you want to talk about some of the upcoming stuff that we have coming up before we make this big decision, or find out what the people say?
What do we have coming up? What do you think?
Well, we're going to be debuting a couple new shows coming up.
Yeah, we've got Gallifredio coming up soon. Your new Twin Peaks show coming out soon. Hopefully, you're really excited to
Untitled.
launch. Yeah, we're working on it.
Still
We're
working
trying
on that one.
trying
Lauren
to-
and I and Sarah finally got to watch Firewalk with Me. We didn't even talk about that. That's going to be saved
fucked up
for.
again.
Oh my God. We should probably talk about that right now since we have a couple of minutes to kill.
Go ahead, please do.
Okay, so Lauren finally had come over to watch Firewalk with Me, the Twin Peaks movie prequel. And the reason that we've been like really wanting to watch it is so we can start season 3 of the Showtime Twin Peaks series, because we still have not yet caught up on all of it. And we want to do that before we start our Twin Peaks show, so we're like, we can flesh it out and make it as best as we can. Mm-hmm. So we sat down to watch Firewalk with Me, and I guess I should preface by saying that the last time we attempted to watch Firewalk with Me, Nate had downloaded the wrong movie.
The Missing Pieces?
He downloaded Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me, The Missing Pieces, which are the deleted and extended scenes from Firewalk with Me that we didn't even watch yet. So when we sat down to watch it, we're like, okay, well, this is David Lynch, so I think this is the right movie. I think I can understand what's going on. But it was really just, like, deleted fucking scenes from this movie. Yeah. We had no idea what was going on. We sat through the whole movie and watched it. So Nate, in an attempt for redemption, said, all right, I'm going to download the correct one. I swear, this is Firewalk with Me. I got the right one. We get there. We're ready. We've got our snacks. We're ready to go. We sit down. He puts it on. And it was motherfucking Firewalk with Me, The Missing Pieces. Again.
My bad. I didn't mean to do that. That
was
my
so
fault.
funny. I was so happy that happened. Like, I was crying laughing because we've been waiting a long time to watch Firewalk with Me, and it just didn't work out, And then we finally sit down to watch it, and second time in a row, it's The Missing Pieces.
So we log into my Amazon account, and we rent the actual Firewalk with Me.
Yeah. We just decided to rent it, and it was well worth it.
It was done really well.
That movie totally stuck with me for like days. I was still thinking about it afterwards. Like it was surprisingly like dark and uncomfortable, and I thought it was really good. Some people say they didn't like it, but I really liked it, and it totally changed the way that I thought about the first 2 seasons of the original show, Twin Peaks. Like, it totally enlightened, me to the characters and why they were the way they were, I guess.
How's the poll going?
The poll is up to 17 votes, and we are still almost at a dead-ass even tie. We've not had anybody break away and get 2 or 3 votes ahead. As soon as one of those movies gets a vote, somebody else votes. I almost feel like we should maybe...
You need to put a time cap on it. You need to cap it off at, like, we're closing voting in, like, 10 minutes.
Okay, so...
Because this is already becoming a long episode.
Yeah, it's definitely long, I know, but we wanted to make it big for our finale. I know. We're trying to do it upright. Lots of people are voting.
Sitting here having coffee, damn fine coffee, and some strawberry shortcake cookies. But no, I'm really excited about whenever we're going to debut the new Twin Peaks podcast. I hope that people like it, because it's going to be for them. Like, it's one of the only subjects these days that I'm like... totally immersed in still and interested in even talking about.
Like we were saying, we kind of live in Twin Peaks.
I know.
It's bizarre, and the weird things that happen and that we've seen, sometimes it's so strange you can't even...
I know. I really wanted to call the podcast My So-Called Twin Peaks Life. It's a play on My So-Called Life and Twin Peaks, But that's really real. I feel like I meet people that would be perfect Twin Peaks, David Lynch characters in my everyday life every fucking day.
It's up to 22 votes. The Breakfast Club still is tied with Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh
and Robbie Thomas just voted from Paprika, and he just after he voted, he sent a Giphy that is just...
What? Judd Nelson.
Yeah, Judd Nelson on the football field.
With the fist.
So it's a dead even heat still, Jesse. 22 votes have come in so far.
23, one more for Ferris Bueller now.
Oh, shit.
So we're making back time.
It's back and forth here.
All
it's
right.
crazy how this is going.
How long are we going to let this go for?
I think we're just going to probably maybe take I said we should cap it in like 10 minutes.
Can I share this?
Yeah, share it. Fuck yeah, share it.
With friends?
Yeah, share it with friends. Yeah, please do. Essentially, what I was thinking about doing alternately is... Oh, shit. I was thinking about alternately, we'll call the episode for us as a whole, because I know everybody has other things going on with their day, and I don't want to keep everybody here till midnight or whatever. But and then we could come back and Veronica and I can record a tale which is who voted at the very end, since we're kind of at a dead split. and just say, okay, this is.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, if you want to let it gain,
I don't know. It's up to you guys. This seems like it's doing good.
It's neck and neck.
It's very neck and neck. It's still 50-50 right now. Someone's writing a comment.
All right. Well, if that's what you want to do, we can do
Let's
that.
see what this comment says. I can't wait for it to come in.
Because honestly, I feel like this is a really difficult
Did
question.
you share my poll?
No, I didn't share your poll.
Share it.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to talk on a podcast here. I was vamping while you were doing your poll.
Fair
I
enough.
was talking about your hilarious fuck up with our Twin Peaks movie.
So sorry that happened. I've never felt so embarrassed.
Really? You were embarrassed?
Oh, I was so embarrassed. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
It was
It's my
really
own fault.
funny.
It was very funny. It was hilarious.
Sarah was
in the
super
moment.
mad.
I mean, I did all
Lauren
this.
was getting irritated. Can we please just rent it from Amazon? And I'm just over there dying laughing.
And then I finally got the right one after you guys finished the movie. Like,
oh my god!
Depends on the criteria. Breakfast Club has more depth. Ferris is funnier.
Is that the comment that just dropped onto my poll?
I think that's why it's so difficult. I mean, the criteria is best 80s movie. And, I mean, and that comes down to like what your personal tastes are.
I feel like we should have asked Andrew Uhas. He would have been a good person to break this tie because he is super into movies. He's been on our show before. He works at a movie theater. He just liked the video that you posted on the Foodies Facebook page.
I don't know if he voted though, because I can't see who voted. Isn't that weird? Like it just gives me like a.
I just feel like the Breakfast Club should win because Breakfast Club beat Aliens, and I had picked.
I know
Aliens to
you
win.
had to validate that. You know, we got to justify beating Aliens.
Okay, but then if we're
Princess
talking,
Bride.
listen, if we're talking about what movies,
I don't want
beat out
fucking
what?
Ferris Bueller to beat Princess Bride.
It did.
I know, but I don't.
It also beat out Back to the Future. It beat your favorite.
I
and
know,
my
but
favorite.
not head to head.
Yes, it did.
I mean, if I was to, you understand what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I got you.
Ferris Bueller versus Princess Bride. I would pick like, never mind.
That's why bracketology. It like the
Bracketology.
brackets, like it makes it weird. It gets weird.
It is. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy at all here, folks. Ooh, and Ferris Bueller just took the lead. We're up to almost 30 votes here.
All right, let me take care of this. I'm going to share this and see what.
She
what
says,
happens.
"Let me take
Let
care
me
of
take
this
care of this
because
bullshit."
It's officially coming down to her trying to flex. Vote for Breakfast Club. Don't say that though. That'd be
I have to be unbiased.
Yeah, unfair lobbying. I just said which is better. Vote now. I mean, that's what I did. You can do what you do. You're you. But no, it's been a great season 2. There's been some interesting moments across the board this year. Just looking back at all the stuff we've done, we did Friendsgiving, like I said, with Jesse. We've done a chopped basket challenge. We've grilled out. We've tried all kinds of different foods. Drank interesting beers. Launched a whole new show, Brews with Babes, off of, and that was a fun day.
Brews with Babes, yeah. Brews with Babes is going to be super fun. Yeah. We've got a lot of fun ideas for Brews with Babes. Right, Lauren? She's stoked about that. She's busy networking. Sorry.
What? Brews with Babes? Brews with Babes?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we still need to figure out where we're going to do the next Brews with Babes. I had talked about maybe going to Beer Geeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're into doing that, I'll bring the gear there. I don't mind.
That would be cool. Maybe we could hit up Twincade or something. That would be fun.
Both places are going to probably be a little... I mean, I would say Beer Geeks is the less noisy of the
places.
places.
Twincade's super loud.
Twincaide is very loud.
There's tons of breweries around here.
Microbreweries
or whatever.
Pockrow Brewing, New Opfalls.
We could go to Beer Geeks on like a Wednesday or a Thursday night. They have really good chicken sandwiches that they do there on Wednesday nights.
Ooh.
Like chicken and waffle sandwiches.
Ooh, chicken and waffles. You had me sold.
Talking about it. Hearing it.
Okay, so Breakfast Club is at 53% over Ferris Bueller's 47.
And 32 votes, so it's starting to sway. We'll see here. But what do you think, V? Should we call it? Should we do a tiebreaker here now and make a decision on our own? Should we let our audience decide? I mean, they're voting now in the real time. It's hard to determine this.
Wouldn't it be mean if we just, like, ended the episode right now and never came back to it?
Oh, my God, we don't determine who is the ultimate.
We'll just be like, sorry, guys, we couldn't decide.
That would be very...
I wouldn't do that to you guys. I'm just
way
kidding.
To blue ball our audience.
I'm just
Jesus.
kidding. I wouldn't do that. I hate cliffhangers. That's like one of my biggest fucking pet peeves is cliffhangers.
So if the Breakfast Club ended on a cliffhanger...
54 to 46 Breakfast Club.
Shit, 35 votes. Someone's writing a comment. Another comment. I love this. I love the interwebs. Damon Hurd commented on my post in Paprika. He put, "They both suck."
That guy wins the day.
I put a frowny face.
Someone said this is a tough one. Depends on the criteria. Yeah. Ferris is funnier than The Breakfast Club, but The Breakfast Club does have more depth. Brock, I agree with you, dude. That's why I'm picking it.
Both sets of kids.
I think it's more intelligent.
Both sets of kids are extremely relatable in either movie. Like, not interchangeable.
I don't know.
Per
Lauren's
se.
argument stands pretty strong. She said she didn't relate to Ferris Bueller or any of the fucking characters in that movie at all, and that's why it was hard for her to care about them.
Okay. See, I don't know. I just
because they're like super rich suburban kids from outside of Chicago that steal daddy's fucking Ferrari and have a joyride. I would killed that kid if you were my kid. Oh my God.
Take away the monetary status.
Ew, you know you're getting old when you start relating to the adults in the movies.
But take away the monetary status of Ferris Bueller and just like think about it as kids being kids, like trying to have a fun time. Like, I snuck out and did shit like that, and I didn't necessarily steal my dad's car, but I mean, you vibe what I'm saying. So like, I don't know. It's hard. It's back and forth. The Breakfast Club is a timeless classic. Ferris Bueller is like a timeless classic. They have
Breakfast Club is also at 54% and holding at your on your poll.
I see that. I mean, it may just have to go down that Breakfast Club is our winner.
I say we give it 5 more minutes and then we cap it.
Okay, so we're gonna let our poll sit for 5 more minutes. Is there anything?
You should say that on the little poll too. Post that
Okay.
on there. We're closing the poll in 5 minutes.
53 The Breakfast Club, 47 Ferris Bueller.
Oh.
54 46.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. I thought this was a good season of Foodies watching movies. I had a lot of fun with you guys over this season, and we had a lot of really good food.
Hell yeah! What was some of your favorite things?
We made lots of good food.
Do you have any of the?
I loved when we did the hot dogs.
Oh,
I loved the gourmet hot dog day. That was really fun.
Pre-season 2, though.
I know. I just can't get over those hot dogs.
1. I know they were delicious.
Season 2 food. Oh shit! We've had a lot. We did a lot of pizza again.
The cheese.
Yeah, it was season 2, the Oscar one, when we did the pizza taste testing. That was pretty cool.
At AP's, yeah, Giordano's versus Lou Malnati's.
Illuminati's, yeah. And didn't he get one more? It was just 2.
Yeah, I think
we had 3 the other day when we did a pizza taste test.
Ferris Bueller is closing in.
Oh shit!
44 votes. People were they were like, oh shit, we've only got 5 minutes to vote.
I don't know.
Fucking vote.
I just looked and saw it's 52 Breakfast Club to 48%.
Yeah, but it's close. Is what it went from 46 back to 48 because a couple more votes went to Ferris.
Mm-hmm. I think it's great that even the poll is kind of reflecting our battle,
our inner battle.
Yes,
Decision,
exactly. It's not easy. It's not one clear cut winner for sure.
I feel like I need to ask my mom.
Do you want to call her live on the show and put her up to speakerphone? No,
I don't think
that could be awkward.
She might be busy.
I'm going to ask my mom really quick in a text.
I'm going to text my mom and say, hey, Mom, what do you think?
Hold on. I'm going to call my dad. He'll take a phone call in the middle of a podcast. I don't give a goddamn. I know he's going to pick Breakfast Club. I don't know, though.
What's better, Breakfast Club or Ferris?
Okay.
Breakfast Club.
I don't have a phone, too, so I could have swayed it.
Yeah, you're up.
Hey, Dad, you're live on a podcast right now. I'm currently talking to you in the middle of our Foodies Watching Movies Season 2 finale. We're down to the final 2, man, and I just need your opinion. We're trying
for the 80s bracket.
For the 80s bracket. It's down to Breakfast Club versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What are your thoughts?
Can you turn him up?
He's up all the way, Dad. You're on speaker if you could speak up.
Breakfast Club.
Oh shit!
Really?
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Jim.
I know you had Breakfast Club on your bracket up against Clue, actually.
Yeah, I know I like Clue better. So.
Okay, well, Breakfast Club, we will consider your vote, and we will continue about our tiebreaker. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, love you,
Bye.
Pops. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Okay. I knew he was
Jim
going to say
Phillips for the
Breakfast
win.
Club. Yeah, I knew he was going to say Breakfast Club.
Then why'd you call him?
Because I just wanted to see if it was confirmed. He also likes Ferris Bueller quite a bit. Like,
Okay.
It's one of his favorites.
Ooh, it's
Up to-
changed again. Breakfast Club is 53 to 47.
I think it's holding steady, but I think...
My mom said Ferris.
Oh, shit. And my buddy Chris Eastwood said Ferris, 100%. It's 48-52. It just changed back.
My friend Samantha said, "This is so hard." I'm like, yeah, I know. This is ridiculous. But Breakfast Club is still beating it.
It is. And
43,
I think...
She said, "Shake it up, baby."
That's awesome.
43 to 47%. Breakfast Club still. I feel like this is
52 to 48. Breakfast Club.
It keeps changing because votes are just scatteringly coming in.
How much more time do we have left?
Technically
2
1
minutes.
minute or 2 minutes, yeah,
Yeah,
per your...
1 or 2 minutes.
My friend Samantha Dickens said, "I voted, but I'm not sure that I'm confident in my decision." I wonder what she voted for.
My friend Christian said Breakfast Club easy.
Ooh. Make sure... 53 votes. Wow.
I'm going to ask her if she can tell me what she picked or if it's a secret.
Train of Our Existence showing up in both parts of the podcast now. Part 1 and Part 2.
There's always a friggin' train.
Trains always. Are we at 5 o'clock yet?
Let me see. It is 5:01.
I think we should call it. I think that's fair.
53% Breakfast Club, 47% Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
We've given the internet some time to vote. They voted Breakfast Club in favor. It's very, very close. 53 votes coming down. 53% of Breakfast Club, 47% are Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, I think we should close it out.
All right. Well, Ultimate 80s Movie Bracket winner. The John Hughes Classic. I guess they were both going to be the John Hughes Classic regardless of who won.
Yeah. Yeah, ultimately, John Hughes wins the day.
The Breakfast Club.
He's the ultimate 80s
YouTube
man.
link. She just sent me a YouTube link.
Oh,
What?
okay. Pull it up.
Of what?
Sure. We're going to find out.
Oh.
And as soon as we said that we were closing the poll off, more votes have scattered in, and it went up even more, 54% to 46. So
Breakfast Club? It did.
It
It's at
seems
54 to 46.
This is a twist and shout.
Oh, it's just the whole thing.
Well, voting is now closed. I made it official. Oh, it's 55% with Breakfast Club now to 45. All right, it's done. We did it.
Okay.
Breakfast Club for the win, everybody. The ultimate 80s movie bracket, Breakfast Club.
Damn.
I think we went with the right movie.
Yeah, and it was hard. It proved as difficult as I think we assumed it was going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Deciding this did not get easier. It got harder as we got on there.
Shout out to everybody that helped us make this decision.
Everybody that
and
voted.
who submitted your brackets.
Totally appreciate that. Jesse, thank you for joining us and being a part of creating it. And Dick Blaine Tyners commented on my post.
Jesse, you feel good about this decision?
Yeah, I mean, I think the people have spoken.
The people have spoken.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll leave it at that.
The dude abides.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man. I need a White Russian now.
54-46. It's locked in. All right, guys. Well, that's, I think, going to be it for season 2.
She said millennials! !
Millennials.
Of course. Yeah, I will say, as soon as I say that, Breakfast Club is back down to only 53%. So it's, I mean, it is very close.
Keep going.
We'll keep, well, it's scheduled to end in like a day. So we'll see what the real thing is when it actually ends. We just ended it for our episode.
And maybe I can put a little tag at the end that says...
we can amend it.
I don't think it's going to be.
But we're not
amending.
changing it.
We're not changing it. All right, folks. Well, Breakfast Club is the ultimate 80s movie bracket winner. This has been season 2 of Foodies Watching Movies finale.
Part 2.
As always, you can check us out on all the different podcasting apps, whether it's iTunes, Podbean, Google Play Music, Stitcher Radio, or Spotify. Get us on Patreon at patreon.com/Journey Into Comics. You can get all of our shows there, early access for $1. exclusive content for $3, and we're actually going to be adding some new tiers very, very soon. We've got some big plans coinciding with the 1 year of the Journey into Comics Network. And ultimately, you can go to facebook.com/Foodies Watching Movies, or you can go to Foodies Watching Movies on Instagram, Film Foodies on Twitter to check out all the stuff for us. We will be around soon. We're only going to probably take a month off.
Yeah, season 3 will debut sometime this fall.
Probably somewhere
coming
near,
this fall.
I would say Labor Day weekend is what we're shooting.
When is Labor Day?
The first weekend of September. The last weekend of August into the first weekend of September. Somewhere around there we will lock in making this happen. So
Labor Day is Monday, September 3rd.
So then
that's the first weekend of September.
So our first Foodies would be the 5th of September.
Wednesday the 5th.
Cool. So look for that then, folks. Lauren, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're a part of our podcast now. Jesse, thanks for coming back.
You're welcome. Don't you forget about me.
Oh, we won't. And thanks for creating the show with me. Can you ever believe that when we started this, we'd be doing something like this in our season finale of our second season of this show? Isn't that crazy?
It's been fun. It's been
great.
enjoyable.
Absolutely.
I like this podcast. It's really fun to do. And, thanks for having me.
All right, folks. Well, for Foodies Watching Movies, Season 2, Episode 24, Part 2, I'm Nate.
I'm Veronica.
Lauren.
Jesse.
We will see you guys later, and as Jesse said, don't you forget about me.